everyone, welcome to or welcome back to the channel. My name is Liz. Today's reading is very special. We are looking at the month of May. The monthly readings are my absolute favorite readings, by the way. I really look forward to these, and we got tons of info. We used charms, we have letters, numbers, we looked at important dates of the month, we did angel numbers as well. We also used the week by week look for the month for the charms. We had love messages with romance angels, tea leaf cards, lots of tarot cards, lots of oracle cards. I think I mentioned the pendulum, but yeah. And then, of course, letters too. And I used a really fun deck today. This is the, let me see, Tarot for the Great Outdoors, I think is the name of it. All of the decks that I use are always listed below, but look how neat. So that's kind of what I themed today's reading on, was this was sort of inspired by this deck. But yeah, we've got 3 groups to choose from. I found the cards with this reading gave us a lot of information about different challenges and sort of how to navigate them, and different things that might come up, and then also a lot to look forward to, things that you can kind of focus on. So I really liked today's reading, and I'll show you what we have here for these selections. So for group 1, we have this cute little telescope. That's group 1. Group 2, we have this camera. Actually has a flash and makes the sound. And then group 3, we have the little compass. So whichever item or number you feel drawn to, why don't we take a nice deep breath first, and I'll give you a chance to take a look. And please remember, have fun with my readings. Ultimately, my readings are for entertainment. I really hope that there is a message that resonates for you, but really have fun with it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you are listening to your reading and you feel like it's not kind of matching up with what's going on for you in your life, feel free to come back to the beginning and select a group, a different group. But yeah, have fun with it. I really hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All of that really does help my channel, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be alerted whenever I upload a new video. Speaking of new videos, on my Patreon, there's lots of videos, exclusive content that you can check out if you want to support the channel that way. That will be linked below. I just uploaded this week's video a couple days ago. And yeah, that is all. And by the way, on Patreon, we always use the pendulum now, and the charms and all of that as well, the letters and numbers. So all of those fun extras are there included. And I think that's it. Let's jump into it. Excited to hear what you think. Have fun with it. Enjoy. Get comfy. Get a cup of tea or something. And I really hope you enjoy. I was sick, by the way, when I recorded this. So you can kind of, I think you can still hear it in my voice. But I've been fighting off a cold. So you can kind of hear it. But yeah, we will jump into it. I'll put the timestamps below. We'll start with group number 1. If you chose the cute little telescope, then this is your message for the month of May. We're going to see what's happening in May. We've got lots of cards. So thank you in advance. I'm not feeling great, so I'm really fighting the perfectionism, because I find it difficult when I'm not feeling well to record, but I do want to get this up in time because we're almost in May. So I want to get this up in time. So if my energy is a little bit off today, that's why. So yeah, we'll just relax. We'll pull some cards. We'll see what's happening in the month of May. So you've got 6 of Swords. You've got the 5 of Stones and the Page of Swords. Okay. Ace of Cups there on the bottom. Okay, so let's take a look here. All right. All right, so one thing I'm getting immediately, some of you, this is just coming through right at the top of the reading here. Some of you are planning something for May. Make sure you look sort of meticulously over your list. Make sure you haven't forgotten anything. Oh, interesting how these two kind of switched places. I don't know. I didn't see it happen, but then that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, I'm just getting to like double check. I'm just noticing the list here, okay? So I'm getting the need to tell you to like double check your list. If you're going anywhere, attention to detail could be very important in the month of May, okay? So let's keep going here. I'll get all of your information, and then we'll put it all together. So May, what's happening in May? What do we have here? We've got the Hermit. Ten of Pentacles. Positivity and change. Okay, so this is really interesting. I just want to pause here for just 1 second. So one thing I'm noticing is this Five of Pentacles. So this is obviously not what this family planned for. It's raining, you know. Obviously, you don't go to camp or you don't go camping thinking that, okay, we're going to have to deal with rain, right? You hope for the best. But obviously, it's raining here. So I'm seeing you kind of making the most out of something in May. And I know that's kind of like, well, I don't want to make the most of it. I want it to be awesome. I want this to go really well. It can, but I think it's going to, right now, I think your perspective in May is going to be everything, okay? Your ability to make the most out of a situation is going to be everything, okay? So that's one thing just going into the month I want to say to you. There's a lot here to be thankful for. You've got 10 of Pentacles. You've got positivity and change. So positivity is kind of what made me think of this card. You know, it seems like, and this, I think there's something happening in May where you can really make memories from something that maybe doesn't go according to plan, but it could be super memorable. And I think like a lot of things in my life, I know, have been that way. Certain things that maybe didn't go how I initially thought or didn't go according to plan have become like lifelong memories and really, I guess I'm getting, expect the unexpected in May, okay? You know, at first glance, something could happen that might feel like, oh, that's not how I imagined it. That's not what I wanted. But your perspective, your view of something could make or break the month for you. And I think this is going to be important to remember. It doesn't mean you're going to feel positive all of the time, right? But with this Moss Agate card, I think there is something where your perspective is going to be pretty crucial. So let me just get the rest of your information here. And that's just the first thing that I got. One thing I will say is there's something in May for you that's going to be a lot more direct, or how do I put this? I'm getting something is going to be a lot, your understanding of something has shifted. You're having like more clarity in regards to something. And this seems directly related to something else getting easier or improving. Okay, so something else seems to be getting easier. So this is providing you with this sense of like calm. I need a little bit more info here. May, what's happening in May for group 1? Getting to give yourself a little bit of time with some information too. Give yourself a little bit of time. Look at this. 2 of Swords. So feel free to answer this in the comment section if you like, if you want to share. What is the most important decision you have made? So 2 of Swords. Yeah, I feel as though in May, you could be given some information that you need some time alone to think about, or you need some time to yourself to really just kind of look inwards and think about. Something else is coming in, but I just want to get a little bit more cards because there's something here about you need to not let the opinions of others sway this decision too much, or this, like, you could be given 2 different options in May, like 2 different choices to really kind of think about. Give yourself some time with this, okay? You really need, like, this needs to be a decision you make. You need to really go inward and make this decision for yourself. Group 1, what is happening in May? I'm getting to tell you the information you need is coming. Healing chaos. Healing chaos. So there's a distinct feeling here of like, because you've got change here, okay? The 6 of Swords being here too. I'm reading this a little differently. Because sometimes I think of this card as like something coming in to kind of shake things up. But I'm getting that like changes have come through something that was quite chaotic, a chaotic situation. So that's why I think there is a feeling of like calm, tranquility in your month of May. Nothing seems to be overly, like little, how do I put this? Little inconveniences or little minor things that pop up don't seem to be overly affecting you. Let's, I just want to look at, see what this says. Okay. When you receive this card, it acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for profound healing. If your life seems chaotic, know that it has an underlying energy of healing. You are being healed on all levels. You are a healer. Alternatively, if your life is calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it might be time to create a bit of chaos in your life. It will activate healing. Do the unexpected, mix life up a little bit. I do think you are embracing new. And you know what's so funny is you seem to be seeing the silver lining in certain things, okay? Even like we go back to this card. This does look like it could have been very disappointing, right? But everyone in this image is making the best of it, right? This child's having a great time. This one's reading a book in the tent, and this person here is having a coffee, just sort of watching and enjoying the company. So, you know, there's a situation in May where you're really able to see. And I don't know if it's because it's what you're coming out of, but you seem quite like with this Moss Agate card, you seem so at peace with something. With the Hermit card, it could be based, again, I'm getting the sense that there's new information coming along that's also helping you in some way or creating some sort of change. But again, you seem to be embracing change. You seem to be embracing imperfections. You seem to be embracing like messiness, like things don't have to be go completely according to plan. You're embracing a little bit of chaos. You're embracing a little bit of, you're going with the flow, I think. I think you're going with the flow. You're making the most out of a situation in May. And this itself is creating a lot of change. Things are improving here. I'm seeing with the Six of Swords, things are improving. Let's get some tea leaf cards here. What else is happening in May? What is this? Love. Beautiful. Okay, because that's really what I get from that Five of Pentacles. Like, to me, this family is really focusing on what matters. And I think that's what you're doing too. You've got lots of cards of change though. But again, I do feel like these changes are causing improvement, just like this card talked about. Like there's something obviously got swept out of your life or is getting swept out of your life, or something got quite chaotic to get you almost like on the right track, it seems like. Group 1, what is going on for Group 1 in May? Guaranteed success. Okay, so something you're kind of worried about, okay, how is this going to work out in May? What's going to happen? Because again, the situation could be chaotic. It could have, I'm sensing that maybe something didn't start as smoothly as you had anticipated. It can still be a success, okay? It's a guaranteed success, but again, it's going to depend on your ability to adapt, your ability to navigate change, your ability to navigate when things get a little bit chaotic. I think one thing I'm getting for you is like calm during the storm is going to be important for you in May. This is almost like your readings coming through is almost like an instruction manual, because I think your month could be absolutely fantastic. I do see you feeling a sense of, oh, interesting. I'm getting something about your priorities are very clear in May. As far as things at home seem quite calm. So like the things that really matter to you, your relationships, the people that you love, a romantic relationship seems quite calm. Like there's so much calm and tranquility amongst this storm, amongst this chaos happening around you. So I'm just wondering, I just want a little bit more info here. There's a sense here of you know that some sort of change that's coming along, or some change that's happened is improving things for you. It's getting you right on the right track. Again, I'm getting a close message or important message to tell you attention to detail and planning could be important too. Planning could be especially important. Being adaptable to change in May is going to be important. Being adaptable to change. again, something can be a success as long as you're willing to adapt to changes and chaotic situations. Because the thing is things often don't go according to plan. How we imagine things doesn't always, it doesn't always look that way, and that can be a good thing. Group 1, what's happening in May? Okay, so you've got parting of the ways in either romance or business. So here's the thing, though. You seem quite content with the parting of ways with this particular relationship. Whether it's a romantic relationship or a business partnership or something, you understand that maybe it wasn't meant to be, okay? Or you understand maybe you weren't getting something out of this, okay? So something could sort of have come along and shaken some things up. Also, after some deep reflection, you too could have made the decision, like, you know what, this isn't for me. So yeah, you seem to be parting ways with something or embracing something new. I feel like this has already happened because you seem already on track to like looking for something that's a little bit more suited to you. Because again, you seem fully to be embracing change, and you seem quite positive about change. I want to read this one too as well. Your Moss card. Time to act. Yeah, you know what I think it is? I think you've been thinking a lot about different changes that would be, again, these are all changes that are going to improve your life. It might stir up a little bit of discomfort in the meantime, okay? Because change is usually not comfortable. But I think a lot of the changes you're taking action with, or a lot of the things you're doing in May, are ultimately improvements in your life, okay? So things you're letting go of, possibly commitments. And I feel like some of you think you're breaking a commitment in May, or you're saying no to something, or, oh, I'm getting so much at once here, okay? But yeah, there's something about you. Oh, I'm getting too much at once here. It's hard for me to sort out. But yeah, there's a feeling of like you're worried, okay, am I breaking this commitment? But I feel like you're at a point with something where you're like, I don't know what else I can give to this, okay? Like, I've given everything I can to this. I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for this next chapter, okay? So this is what I'm getting there. So it's time to take action with something. And I think you already have. I think you've already started. I want to read this one here. You seem so you're the calm in the storm here, like with this Hermit card and this Healing Chaos card and everything I'm getting. Like, there's this sense of calm, and you're like I'm trying to think of an analogy. You might even find people are coming to you for advice in May. Like people find you to be very calming. Like a calm in the storm. Like a lighthouse with the Hermit. It's almost like you're a lighthouse. Okay, let's see what this one says. I'm getting things you've been procrastinating. I feel like you're just dealing with in May. Like different things you've been procrastinating, or like, oh, I don't want to, like things you've been maybe avoiding. Like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to have to, like, you're making positive changes that are going to make things smoother for you in the months in the future. Okay, is there an upcoming change that you have been avoiding that you need to make peace with? So yeah, I think you're like, again, you're embracing change in May. I think May is going to be a whirlwind, okay? I want to say that. I think it's going to be a whirlwind. But again, we start with this Six of Blades. I think that this is everything that's happening. You understand at your core is improvements. All of the changes, all of the discomfort, all of the things kind of feel like they're all over the place. But again, there's a sense of calm in you that's like, this is the changes that need to happen. I'm happy with this. I'm secure. There's a feeling of I'm secure in this. Okay, I'm ready. And you're feeling quite confident. I feel like you're feeling very brave. You're feeling very strong and grounded. Again, I want to reiterate, I'm getting to ride the wave, adapt, go with it, see where it takes you. You are much better at adapting to things than you might give yourself credit for. Give yourself some time to see what happens with this, okay? right now, like being too rigid, being too stubborn, being too, like give yourself some grace and some flexibility here to kind of work with what happens. Your perspective is going to be a huge thing. Okay, so you are holding back from change because you feel unprepared. Isn't that interesting? Because the first thing I felt the need to tell you is there's a need to be prepared here. So yeah, I think one thing you can do going into the month of May is just make a list of what you want to do, make a list of what's most important to you. If you've got something big coming up, just make sure you've got everything prepared, all the information, double check details specifically. Okay. So I just want to go back to the beginning here, though, because I skipped over this part. It says, change can be daunting. The Moss Agate card reminds you that stasis, while comfortable, denies you the growth and development that your spirit needs to evolve. So yeah, I think that's where this sense of calm is, because it's almost like I'm imagining this office where everything is just chaotic and everyone's like panicking and oh no, did you hear about this change? And you're like this calm, very stoic, like you're the hermit card. You're just sort of, you're keeping to yourself. You're not getting wrapped up in this whirlwind, and you're just taking it step at a time. You're doing what you can. You're letting go of anything you're not in control of, and you're just doing what you know you need to do. And people are coming to you for like, and they're asking you like, oh, like, how are you so solid throughout this? Again, you've got this like calm, I almost am feeling comforted by the energy I'm getting from this reading. Like your energy is comforting me almost. Okay. So Moss Agate offers you the foundation or a safe space to explore and plan for the future. I think there's some unexpected changes, honestly. I think some information might kind of feel like it's like this snowball. I'm just imagining a snowball to the face. Like some information might kind of come as a surprise. Like there could be some surprising information, but I think all of this information is also bringing clarity as well. It says, you are holding back from change because you feel unprepared. Moss Agate can help. Moss Agate attracts positive energy, a boon when you're feeling uncertain about shifts and transformations in life. Call on this stone to help set good foundations and prepare yourself for future change, or simply when you crave emotional balance. So again, is there an upcoming change that you've been avoiding that you need to make peace with? So I'm seeing that with the Two of Swords. Like there could be some hesitation when it comes to change or indecisiveness. I think you're letting go of that. You're also letting go of the need for perfection, okay? Like, you understand that something can be a success. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm getting that you're being far less critical of yourself in May as well. It's quite beautiful, everything I'm getting here. You could also be doing research in May that you might find helpful. I'm seeing you really like diving into books and research and articles, things like that. Like there's something about, I'm seeing you like reading heavily about something. You also could be making some financial decisions or some decisions that are going to better your financial situation in the future that maybe involve some sacrifice in the meantime. But overall, you know that it's going to be an improvement, and that's making you feel more in control or more stable. Because I'm seeing quite a dramatic shift also financially. This also could be based on new information that's coming in. But yeah, definite improvements possibly financially. And again, this could have to do with a decision or something you're not avoiding anymore. You're not procrastinating. You're like, you know what, I'm going to deal with this. This has been chaotic for too long. I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to get the information I need, or, you know, do what I need to do. I'm going to make this change, for example, something like that. You're very introspective, very calm. I keep imagining a lighthouse. I'm getting a message just came through, but something's getting broken down into steps that are easier to follow. I don't know what that means or who that's for, but something's getting broken down into steps that are easier to follow. Okay, I want to dive in a little bit more into relationships really quickly, because you've got love as a theme. I'm seeing it largely as like family, just the people that you really care about seem to be your priority. self-love too. I think some of these decisions that you're making are an act of self-love. Group 1, what's happening in romantic relationships for group 1? Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So despite what's happening around you, possibly at work or these things in life, I think romantically you seem to be kind of enjoying the changes that are happening. You seem very happy or like swept up in something. And just looking at your tarot cards here too, like a romantic relationship you could find is improving, or you're feeling more connected to them. Somebody also, I'm just looking, somebody could be sharing some information with you, like making contact with you. What else is happening in love? Passion's interesting. You know what I get from that passion card? There's a sense in May of like you're not taking really anything too seriously. Like you're having fun. Again, you're able to go with the flow. So I think with passion that kind of goes into it as well. Like you're having fun with somebody. Finances and career. So in some way your finances or financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So you could be even find, because we've got that 5 of Pentacles and then that 10 of Pentacles, you could find that as things sort of improve, as you sort of take control of something in your finances, or as this career shift happens or these changes take place, and if it's affecting your career, you might find you're more able to have passion with your partner. I put that card away, but you know, sometimes when things are happening at work or financially, it's kind of like the only thing on our mind, right? So it could be too that as these things start to change or shift or improve with your 6 of Swords, and you're feeling more positive about these changes that are taking place, it could be that you're able to kind of be in the moment and have a little bit more fun too. So that could also be taking place. But yeah, finances and career, you know, seem to be a definite theme of the month here. But again, I do see like improvements, or I see you taking charge of something. Some of you too, like, are leaving a job or leaving like something to do with business because there's something else that came along, or something better that would be better suited for you, I think. And I think it's been a hard decision to come to. I think it's been a hard conclusion to come to, if that is for you. Again, only if that's for you. But yeah, I think the thing is, I think if you're wanting to make a change in career, you're at the point now where you're ready to do the research into, okay, what would this take? What do I need to know about this? So that's really good too. Okay, let's get you angel numbers, letters, charms for the month. Actually, you know what? Let's do week by week look here. Let me get you some angel numbers, and this could also be dates. I'm going to read 74. Okay, where did I put there it is. Okay, you've got stay focused. So you are following the right path. I think that's why you're so calm, is because you know, like, the chaos taking place around you, like, you know you're on the right path. So I think that's why you're able to trust that. It says, your angels are showing you that your soul contract is aligned with your current life trajectory. Staying focused on your goals is all you need to do right now. Meditate today on an intention you have set that is close to your heart. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, because there's, again, like, you seem so calm and steady throughout what's happening in May. Because, again, you know that there's positive changes coming from this, and new beginnings and new ideas, too, I'm getting. Like, you just have such a beautiful sense of, like, positivity throughout this. Because you know it's improving. It's making improvements, and you're acting on things. Like, you're not postponing actions that you want to take that you know are going to improve your life. May for you is a good time to, like, make, like we saw in that one card, make lists, okay? Right now, like, organization could be really helpful for you. So making lists, getting things all prepared, double checking things, paying a close attention to detail is important right now. Okay, so that was your angel number. Okay, so also May 1st, May 7th, May 4th, May 14th could also be important. Okay, so I'll just put those there. We'll do letters at the very end when we do the pendulum. First, I just want to get you your charms. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, I'll get my little... All right, okay. Okay. Okay, so some of you are traveling in the month or in the first week of the month or making travel plans. So again, like make sure, I keep getting for you, and this comes up for a reason, like double checking things, a close attention to detail right now with travel documents, like just double check, make sure you've got everything kind of worked out, filled out, especially financially as well, like your budget, make sure you just double check it. Again, there could be in May the potential for little hiccups, little issues to pop up. But again, I see you navigating these things and solving problems quite easily. Okay. Okay. So I'm getting a specific message here. There's an arrogant or like there's somebody who is viewing something as a competition when it doesn't need to be. Like everyone here can kind of benefit from a certain situation, but this person doesn't see it that way. Okay. This person is like viewing this as like, this is mine. They're kind of like trying to take something all for themselves, whereas you don't see it that way. You see this as something that's like, I don't know what this is talking about. Like this could be something at work. This could be something within the family, but yeah, there's something like where you're dealing with someone who kind of thinks they know it all, in a situation when it's actually like this can be solved better as a group. Okay. So just keep that in mind. I don't know what that's talking about specifically, but it's coming through here. Okay, I'm just trying to listen to what else is coming in here. For some reason, I'm sensing your first week of the month is like the most chaotic. I don't know necessarily why, but this is just the month. Like it kind of feels like a lot of people are asking a lot from you. It's so interesting because I don't know if I said it or if I just thought it. When I started recording, I sort of had this sense of like people are wanting a lot from you right now. I think I just thought it, but anyways, if I said it, that's good. But either way, I feel like there's a lot of people asking a lot from you in the first week. I'm getting a message to tell you to manage what you put on yourself. You might not be able to help everyone do everything, okay, in that first week. Again, you've got like some sort of travel plans. This seems like it's with a group or it's with people. You've got one person wanting to make all of the decisions or like really kind of be in charge. This is better solved as a group, okay, is a very clear message that I'm getting here. I'm getting a message to tell you to think outside the box when solving problems in the first week, okay? Embrace a certain adventure in the first week. I feel like you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, or like there's a sense of like travel and adventure here. In the second week, just breathe. I think this is the second week where maybe something's coming up that might feel like, okay, I don't know how to solve this. Look closer, attention to detail. You know, I kept saying that. That's really coming in the second week for some reason. Saying just breathe. Okay, so breathe through this. Whatever's coming up in the second week, first week, whenever this happens, this is solvable. Okay, this is something that can get figured out. There's a solution to every problem. my mom's advice coming in there. There's a solution to every problem. There's something, if you look a little closer, some clarity could come through. There's a solution, okay? There's some sort of solution or new idea or something. There's something you can work with here in the second week, okay? But you seem almost like fixated on this one problem you're trying to solve in the second week. It's saying just breathe. This could also be saying give it a little bit of time as well, okay? Into the the third week. This is the week where I think your Hermit card, like you're feeling a little less, I think because there's something that's very like action-packed and quite social in the first week. By the third week, you seem kind of exhausted. You seem a little bit more secretive. You seem a little bit more like a homebody. You're a little bit more like kind of going a little bit more inward. You're craving some tranquility. I'm wondering too, if you're doing something around the home too. I'm sensing like some changes around the home that you're making, and I'm thinking it's more like decorating, things like that. But again, you seem more focused on home and kind of keeping to yourself. You've got I love you to the moon and back. Lots of love in your reading, and I think it's I'm getting a sense of like family and the people that matter, like the friends. the people that you kind of go to when things are chaotic, that just understand and they're there to listen, that kind of thing. There's some conflict here in the third week that maybe you're taking a bit of a step back from. Also, someone's motives might not be clear. Someone's motives, like, it might not be what they say. It's good too, because in the fourth week, we've got the Two of Cups here. So there's a feeling of like, of union and possibly compromise, maybe even forgiveness in the fourth week. But this is a feeling of love and exchange and equal exchange. This is reciprocal relationships, friendships, partnerships, romantic, possibly business partnerships. I think there's one relationship that's like ending, or like you're kind of moving farther away from something and moving closer to where you're meant to be. You seem to be working really hard in the fourth week too. You've got a lot you're focused on. You're completing something in the fourth week. It's so interesting because I was talking about like writing or reading books, like research articles. I think I mentioned that earlier. Like I'm getting that in the third and fourth week. Like there's something you're making notes on, or you're researching, or you're wanting to take a closer look at in this last part of the month here. I'm getting Home is Where the Heart Is. That's a good movie. Have you ever watched that movie? It's the one where the character, she has the baby in Walmart. Go watch that movie. Home is Where the Heart Is. It's a good movie if you haven't seen it. I used to watch it a lot growing up. Yeah, I just got that. Home is Where the Heart Is. And I'm seeing that too with your Ten of Pentacles too. There could be, I want to say, there could be some of you getting, obviously this won't apply to everyone, but there could be some inheritance coming in the month of May. Or news of like some sort of something, so like something you've been waiting for. Like maybe you did work a while ago and you've been kind of waiting to get paid for it. Like this could be coming in as well in May. Very interesting. Let's do your letters. And thank you so much for your patience with me and my cold. Okay, we'll do your pendulum too. Don't let me forget. Okay, you've got feel, as, so look for names, initials. Look in the comments too. There's always really great suggestions. So I'm not the best at coming up with words. I do see boat though. So it makes me think of that Six of Swords. I really like your cards today. Don't be shy to ask for assistance in May or advice. Go for it. With your line card, taking action. Like there's something, it's like, okay, I'm ready to just go for it. I'm ready to make this change. Again, a large theme of your month seems to be like making positive changes for yourself that maybe are like uncomfortable. And there's something again about like making sacrifices now that will pay off for you later. Soon. Tent. Do we have another T? No. 10. Okay, let's do your pendulum group. One. How many? What time are we at? Oh, that's longer than every time I'm sick, my readings are always like extra long. Okay, so group 1. Think of a yes or no question. Okay, you've got a yes. So that concludes your reading for May. Let me know what you think, Group 1. I really hope that you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time. If you chose the cute little camera, then this is your messages for the month of May. So we're going to see what's happening for your month ahead. I've already given the cards a good shuffle and cleaned up Group 1's cards. And oh no, I didn't even finish the charms. But yeah, we are going to see what's happening for your month ahead. Stay tuned for your pendulum and your charms and your letters and your numbers at the very end. But first, let's see what is coming in for you for the month of May. So Group 2, I'm also not feeling well, so if you're sensing a difference in my energy, that's what it is. Okay, so you've got 3 of Sticks, Queen of Swords, and 4 of Wands. Okay, so Sticks is Wands. So you've got 3 of Wands, Queen of Swords, and 4 of Wands. This is really great. Okay, so one thing I want to say to you, this is really nice, Group 2. Wow. Okay, so one thing I want to say is everything seems to be going according to plan here. All right, your plans for May are on track. I'm getting something you're doing, something you're working hard on, something you've been working very hard on. Your plans are going according to plan. If not only that, but actually probably a little bit smoother, okay? There's a sense of like something going quite smoothly, something kind of taking off, possibly even quicker or more direct than you're anticipating. But yeah, your plans, your hard work, your research, your attention to detail is paying off. Okay. 6 of Cups. Describe your perfect 3-course meal. Okay, I love these cards. They kind of just went with the theme, the outdoors theme, but in the comments, describe your perfect 3-course meal. I'd love to hear it. I'll think about mine, but I think mine would probably involve spaghetti. Okay, I just want to get the rest of your cards. Group 2, what is happening in May? Oh. 2 of Swords, very cool. Okay, so it's been a bit of a theme, okay? You could be faced with some decisions in the month of May, okay? There could be a choice presented to you, or you could be feeling indecisive about something. I would say, in this case, knowledge is your friend, like research is your friend. Making sure you have all of the information will be very helpful in making this decision a little easier for you. Let's see here. Just kind of looking at everything coming through. I want to get your oracle cards too. Okay. So there's something here about somebody arriving or something arriving that you enjoyed doing before or something you enjoyed before. Okay, so I'm getting that for a few reasons. There is the connection to the past with the 6 of Cups. Okay, so we're connecting to the past. And the 3 drew my attention to the 3 of Wands, pardon me, which can make me think of like something is arriving. So there's some, like, I'm going to be honest. I just imagined, you know, when you're at a restaurant and you see your food being brought to you, it's that sense, that feeling of like, oh yes, yes, here it comes. So there's something that you are really excited for, or you really enjoyed once before that's coming back to you, or something it's on its way. Okay, something's arriving to you, but there is a sense of familiar. There's a sense of like, oh, I know this, I've had this, I've done this. So there's something in May returning to you is the sense that I'm getting, okay? So that's honestly what came through. So I just wanted to communicate that visualization here. Okay, Group 2, what is happening in May? Okay, there's a bit of potential. Oh, blessings. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, Group 2. I love your group. Okay, I was just getting, there's a sense of stage fright coming in for a few of you. I don't know if you've got something to speak at or make an announcement at, or if you're in charge of like speaking somewhere, but there's a sense of stage fright coming through. I'm just getting the need to tell you, you've got this. Don't worry, like, it's okay. And I'm kind of sensing like you've done this before. I don't know if it's that you've got to speak at work, or in May you may be called to speak in front of some people. or share your knowledge or your information about something, or read something in front of someone. Like, I don't know exactly what it is, but there's something here coming through about stage fright, and I'm getting the need to tell you, like, you've got this. Try not to overthink it. Okay, group 2, what's happening in May? Crown, honor and respect will come to you. Interesting. I wonder if that has to do with this speech that I'm picking up on. Because again, it might not be literal, like a speech in front of an audience or something like that, but there's something where you're having to speak up or use your knowledge. News is on the way. That's interesting. Disappointment in a friend or lover. We're going to dive in, kind of see what that's about. I just want to get you all of your cards first. Group 2. What is going on in May? Group 2. What's going on in May? Okay. You've got the B. So community, cooperation, and sweetness. Beautiful. Freedom and opportunity. Okay. I love that because you've got lots of bird energy here. Okay, so I just want to ask for clarification on this flute card, and then we will fully dive in. Thank you for your patience. Group 2. Why is group 2 disappointed in a friend or lover? Knight of Cups. Just want a little more information. I think this is just letting us know it's a lover, but I kind of just need more information as to why. Why are you disappointed? I think I know what this is. I think there's canceled plans or miscommunication in regards to plans. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So a couple of things. I'll just address this first because it's really the only main challenging card that you have. Okay. So one thing I'm noticing about you in May that seems very important to you, and you could have your reasons for this, but right now, like, someone being true, like the truth right now is incredibly important to you. And that just doesn't mean like, okay, are they lying or are they telling the truth? But honesty, someone following through, people following through with plans right now. You've got this sort of feeling of like, I don't know where it's coming from, but like, okay, time is money here. You're working very hard at something, okay? I'm seeing you working really hard. You've been putting in a lot of hours and effort into something, whether it's something at work or whether it's just something in your life, but you're working really hard towards something, okay? So I feel like anyone that's kind of causing delays or standing in your way or not being upfront or honest, you know, it's like, okay, do you want to do this? Do you want to help me with this? And instead of being direct, they're like, yeah, I can see. Like, you have very little patience for like people being unreliable right now or dishonest about plans or anything like that. So I think this is also kind of going into your love life a little bit. And I'll get some love cards as well. But you seem disappointed in somebody, okay? And it seems because you're not feeling like it's reciprocal. You're feeling like it's not balanced right now. You feel like, okay, I'm putting in this effort. I'm not feeling it is coming back, okay? And it does feel like it's with a lover, and I wish I had said it before I shuffled out this card, but I noticed the feather, so it's making me think somebody's being kind of like, I'm getting like flighty or kind of like they're not landing on plans, or you feel like it's hard to kind of like, you know, you're making an effort, you're feeling like you're not getting it back, or they're not being reliable. They're kind of like, oh yeah, we'll see. So I feel like you're dealing with a little bit of disappointment with someone. I feel like someone could also cancel plans in the month of May, or you feel like everything's always on their schedule. Okay, so it's like they expect you to bend and bend and bend in order to accommodate their schedule or their you know, their priorities, but there's not much compromise when it comes to you and what you need to do. They also might not be taking something you're doing seriously enough, is that you feel like, you know, I need you to take this more seriously, okay? You also could be self-employed. This person might not be taking that seriously as well, but you're working towards some big things right now, so I'm almost like out of breath, okay? So I'm going to take a deep breath. I feel like you do too. You've got a lot to say right now. I feel too like you're not someone to mess with in the month of May, especially, okay? You're standing up for yourself. You're speaking your mind. You're speaking your boundaries in the month of May, okay? So this is really important to you in May. I'm sensing that a few of you are like working towards something. There's like something specific, and it involves some time off or possibly a vacation. as well. You've got lots of birds in your reading too. Like you've got this bird, flying bird, so news is on the way. I feel like this news has to do with something that could provide you with more freedom, or it could be news about an opportunity. Someone could have a job offer, something like that. Something is coming your way though. You've got some exciting things coming your way with the Three of Wands. This is like exciting things, exciting opportunities coming your way. Some things you haven't even considered yet. There is a feeling of something returning to you, though, or something you really enjoy on its way to you, and you're noticing it. You're like, yes, there it is. Because I keep imagining somebody like bringing a tray of food to the table, and there's that feeling of like, yes, there it is. Like I've been waiting patiently. So there's something you've been waiting for that you're starting to see, and you have that sense of relief or that sense of excitement, or like, yes, it's here. I'm really excited. So this crown, I think there's something you need to kind of like command respect with, okay? Like again, I think it has to do with your schedule or somebody kind of expecting you to make all of the compromises, or you to be the one that like gives and like, you know what I mean? I think someone's not respecting your time with something. Okay, so again, you're going to need to set firm boundaries, I think, and be very clear in communication when it comes to May, okay? I'm getting you having to say no to something in May. Like there's something you'll have to say no to because it just doesn't fit your schedule. Overall, the good news is, though, despite this person coming up, and we'll get more into this with the love messages in just a second, overall, you've got a lot of support here, okay? You've got lots of supportive energy. You've got, sorry, you've got the B card here. So community, cooperation, sweetness. So it feels like for the most part, the people around you are quite supportive. You might also be in a little bit of like a leadership position in a certain way, or like people are coming to you for guidance, or like, oh, hey, what should I do with this? What do you want me to do with this? Like people are checking in with you, I feel like, to ask you your opinion of like, because they respect you, right? They want to know, okay, well, what would you do in this situation? Or what would you like me to do with this? So you might also be kind of in charge of certain things. This could be, again, at work or just in life. You feel like you're kind of in charge of things, and it suits you right now, okay? I feel like you're in a very control, like you've got a lot under control right now, okay? And I think you're getting things under control, or you're feeling like things are kind of falling into place. Things are going smoothly. I'm getting things are kind of taking off quite nicely for you. But yeah, lots of supportive energy. There's a sense of something is quite stable, something is quite solid, very grounded, something being a success as well. If you've been working hard at something, I think you might be really happy with the results in May. Even if it's not the finish line, or even if you feel like, okay, I've still got a lot more to do, you're really happy, at least with where things are going with the Three of Wands. You're really happy with the progress, the sweetness. Like the B always makes me think of like sweet results for hard work, right? So And you are working hard. With the Queen of Swords, Queen B, I'm seeing you as the Queen right now, the Queen Bee energy. And I think you're finding with a lot of things you're working on, like a lot of people are kind of working, maybe not towards the same thing, but you're finding like, okay, your friends are working towards similar goals, and everyone's kind of just like, things are just kind of aligning. You might find family at home, like everyone's just really cooperative and like working well together. And you might find at work there's not many arguments suddenly in May. If there has been like, discord or disagreements, you might find things kind of settle down in May and things feel quite harmonious. What's really interesting is I think you could be hearing from someone you haven't heard from in a long time in May. And there's something interesting, because right before I started recording your group, somebody called me. I think it was a mistake or a pocket dial, because like I wasn't anticipating hearing from this person. I think she might have accidentally pocket dialed me. I love this person. I'd love to hear from her, but it was very random and it went away. So like, I feel like someone might be kind of unexpectedly, just because that happened like literally right as I was starting your reading, somebody might be contacting you kind of unexpectedly. Someone also could let news slip, okay, that they didn't intend to. So just keep that in mind. Somebody could be letting some news slip that they maybe weren't supposed to tell or share. We'll have to see. Okay, let's read blessings, because I'm just curious what this says. So overall, really great cards for your month here. Trust yourself. Trust your knowledge in regards to something. Like there could be the potential to kind of like maybe overthink or kind of get in your head about something, but trust, like, you're smart. You've got this. You've got the knowledge and the experience, so give yourself some credit here. Okay, so your blessings cards. Lots of bird energy, okay? So lots about, like, freedom. Again, you could be, like, self-employed, or I'm getting some of you are in charge of your own schedule in May, so that also could just have to do with this person that doesn't seem to be respecting your time in May. Okay, you may, again, need to draw some boundaries and, like, no, this is my day. I'm sorry, I told you this is the day I could hang out, or this is the day I could do that. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So you might have to be kind of firm in May. But this says, immense blessings are emerging into your life from those in spirit. Angels, guides, and spirit guardians are watching over you. An angelic intervention is available to you. Be open to the voice of the divine. Messages are all around you. You are protected. You are safe. Have faith that your path is guided. Watch for signs that spiritual beings are present. Profound healing energy is flowing to you in wondrous ways. Refreshing, replenishing energy is filling your life. Sorry, I had to cough. That's just a beautiful card. That's just one of those oracle cards that just let you know that blessings are coming in. So May could be filled with blessings. You do have news, so I feel like these two are likely connected. Some sort of good news or something that you find out is a success. There could be, it could have something to do with family. It could be news of, like, I feel like it could have to do with family, actually. But yeah, just some good news coming in, okay? With blessings, because these two birds connect. So news is on the way, blessings. I feel like these two are connected. It also talks about paying attention to signs. So maybe pay attention to birds. I'm getting the birds and the bees, because you got the bees too. So there's something about birds and the bees. But yeah, there could be news of a birth or something, or something to do with that. That could definitely be coming through. But in any case, this is just saying, like, pay attention to signs, things that you are important to you. Look, everywhere I look now, there's birds. Okay, so birds, every time I look around now, I'm seeing birds. So birds for you are really important for the month. Like, look, I'm looking at my charms. There's a bird house. So birds are an important symbol for you. Because of that, let's read this one too before we jump to your charms and your angel numbers. And we'll get some love cards for you too. Let me find that. You seem very, like, no nonsense in May. You're not doing well with distractions in May. Like, anything distracting to you, you find irritating. I think someone's going to try and waste your time, not deliberately, okay? I'm not saying they're, like, seeking out to waste your time, but your view of it is, like, you're wasting my precious energy here. You're wasting my time. Like, so there's something about somebody maybe irritating you. Okay, so have you been struggling to change your mindset or learn something new? It says, as symbols of freedom in many cultures, birds tell us that we too can soar. Conversely, many bird species are tied to a food source in a specific region. So they are completely interconnected with the local land and its energies. Finding a balance between those two extremes can be challenging. Migration is another challenge. There's an element of sacrifice involved in leaving the known and familiar and trusting your intuition to get to where you need to be. Oh, wow. That's really interesting. So that could be kind of what you're doing too. Like, you seem to be kind of trying to find freedom, but also trying to maintain that sense of, I almost kind of feel like there's a bit of a struggle happening here, because you're trying to maintain freedom, but also upkeep your responsibilities with something is what I'm getting specifically. So I think you might be still managing that in May. Okay, so it says the bird card also tells you that a new opportunity is close by. I am feeling that strongly for you. I'm feeling like choices. I'm feeling like you're going to be given choices. And some are going to be easier to be flexible with than others. Some are going to be easier to adapt to than others. Okay, so I do think you're going to have to make up your mind about a few things in May, or you're going to be given something to kind of think about, or maybe get more information about. It says, lift your head past your current focus and look around for it. A bird's eye view may reveal something you might otherwise Oh, interesting. So yeah, I like that with the Queen of Swords too, because the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords are really good at looking at something kind of from a different perspective, right? Kind of removing themselves from the situation and looking at it from a very like logical perspective here. So a bird's eye view may reveal something you might otherwise have never known about. New opportunities are on the horizon. Very interesting. I'm getting a specific message for you too, group 2, that's something like that you're sort of an authority on, or something that you're just very good at, be it because you've worked hard at it or because you've got lots of experience or time or years involved in this. This is presenting you with a new opportunity. Like you are really highly regarded with something, or really like respected. Like people know, okay, no, you know, group 2 is really good at that one thing, or no, that's who you want to go to for this. So there's something about somebody coming to you for something, whether it's an advice or an opportunity that they want to present to you. But lots of doors are opening up for you, group 2, in May. Lots of blessings, lots of different opportunities. I think you are having a hard time managing like what you want to take on right now, what kind of responsibilities you want to take on. But I think you're going to do just fine figuring that out. Working very hard. I think May for you is going to be extremely busy, and I think that's why you're irritated when you feel like someone's wasting your time. I want to see more about what's happening in love, and then we'll jump to your charms, letters, and numbers. Okay, what else is going on with love in the month of May for group 2? What's happening in love? 9 of Cups. Okay, well that's good. I'm happy to see that. Oh, okay, something just came through. You might sort of idealize somebody, or kind of think that, like, I think you're sort of romanticizing somebody. And I will say, not to take their side, if you feel like someone's not respecting or being reciprocal, like that's, something else entirely. But there is someone I think you're sort of romanticizing, or kind of making them out to be perfect when they really are only human, okay? So when this disappointment happens, I would just communicate with them, honestly, have a conversation, let them know, maybe it's that they don't know something, or, they might make a mistake, okay? It's like, this is going to happen in a relationship, okay? Nobody's perfect. I just think right now you've got a lot on your plate. You've got a lot of responsibilities. You're working hard. You've got a lot of different changes happening, and I think you've got a busy schedule in May. So I think when someone does kind of mess that up or make you feel like they don't respect you, it's like really hurtful. But I'm seeing that you kind of, I'm seeing there's someone in your life that might need a little bit of grace, okay? Group 2, what's happening in love? Retreat, okay. Okay, so I'm seeing there's somebody in your life romantically that is craving more time with you, okay? They're craving perhaps vacation time with you. They want some time. Maybe that's what's also out of balance too. They're craving some time. I'm thinking there's somebody also in your life that feels like you, maybe, like, again, from their perspective, they might feel like you're not prioritizing them, or like you've got so much on your plate, you're so busy with work. So when you're with them, I would just say they want you to be present, okay? They don't want you on your phone checking, messages or emails or responding to things. I know depending on what you do, that might not be entirely in your control, but I'm seeing somebody really wants to disconnect with you specifically. So they don't really want the phones and the distractions. They want some time with you, and I think they're finding, I'm honestly getting something, and again, take what resonates, but I'm getting somebody's finding you difficult to make plans with. Because you are busy, and that's not a bad thing, okay? But they're finding it, you're obviously, you've got something big brewing here, okay? You've got something that's taking off, or you've got lots of things you're focused on, you're very busy, you've got lots of different relationships too that I think you're juggling, a lot happening. So I think this person's kind of worried they're getting left behind. This person wants a little bit more spontaneity is coming through. And I don't think you have room for spontaneity right now. I think you need plan, you need scheduling, you need, so I think what the two of you want right now just isn't really matching up. They want spontaneity. They want to say, hey, let's go here for the night. You're like, well, I can't because I have this tomorrow morning. So I think the two of you might need to make some compromise, or just kind of find a balance there. Bye. Okay, so one person, you're so busy. Okay, I'm not trying to, I'm just reading what's coming through, okay? I'm not trying to make you feel bad or anything. One person's really kind of suspicious or worried about what it is that you're doing because you've been so busy, or because you're always like checking emails, or they feel like you're not fully present when you're with them, okay? So they're kind of feeling like they're wanting to know more about you. Like they're almost kind of not suspicious, but they're wondering, yeah, they're kind of like, okay, what are they doing all the time? Like, why couldn't I reach you like in that time? Yeah, there could be some suspicion going on here. Also, they could just be finding like they're kind of having to keep up with you. Like they're trying to find out what's happening with you, and they're having to find out on your stories on Facebook or on your, your social media or something like that. There's also somebody here that feels like people are too much in their business as well. So this is why they want to retreat. There's somebody here that wants to kind of like escape or retreat or go somewhere where they feel like, they have some privacy. Okay, let's do your charms, letters, and numbers. Yeah, it was so random. My friend called, and not that I'm not happy to hear from her. I'd love to talk to her, but it's somebody I don't think I've ever had a phone conversation with. And the phone call came down for probably a few rings, and then it went away. So I'm just kind of curious, because you got news is on the way. You could hear unexpectedly from someone. Okay, so you've got May 11th, May 2nd, May 23rd, May 3rd, May 7th, May 27th. Okay, so any of those dates, I'm also going to read 27 to you. I just choose numbers intuitively to read from the angel book. Life plan. Okay, your angels want you to reflect and consider deeply what it is you want in life versus what you think you should do. Okay, so this is important too, because I think you're somebody that takes your responsibilities very seriously, and I think you are craving a little bit more freedom, so that's something to consider. Create alone time for yourself today without people or technology. That's what your love interest is wanting to do, okay? And again, if you're not connecting with that, that could just be you saying like, you need to unplug right now. You're also probably too wrapped up in keeping an eye on what someone else is doing, whether it's a competitor or someone, whatever it is. It says, ask yourself what you want and free write about it in a journal without judgment. Okay, so you've got a way with words, okay? So you're somebody that's really good at writing down your thoughts. You might find that communicating has always been easier for you by writing it down. Like you're someone who's got a real knack for writing. You've got a real gift for writing. So that could be something to journal about, think about, write things down, make plans, things like that. Right now, organization is also going to be your friend in May. Keeping yourself organized. I think your schedule is going to be very busy. I think things are about to get really busy, jam-packed schedule for you. Lots going on, lots coming in, lots of different opportunities, lots of blessings, but still a lot to deal with. And I think you're going to have a hard time kind of balancing the expectations and then what you want to do, that kind of thing. Oh, sorry, there's some numbers left in here from group 1. Okay. All right, group 2. Let's take a look here, and I'll do your letters and your pendulum at the very end, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so we have, you aspire to great things, begin with little ones. So, one thing that's coming through here, with the notebook, you aspire to great things, begin with little ones. I love the Queen of Swords for their ability to make a plan, information. They're wonderful with like paperwork, documentation, research, organization, okay? So this is often the card that I look to when I'm needing inspiration for getting myself organized, especially when it comes to like paperwork, things like that, paper clutter, things like that. So right now, making a list, getting yourself organized could be really important, and making like small, manageable tasks for May. like think of 3 things you want to do in May and then break them down into like little steps. Okay, this is what I have to do, right? Think of even one thing. What do you want to accomplish in May? What's most important to you? You know, make the list, kind of research, figure out what a plan is, and make your steps. And that could help keep you on track as well. I love that you have the open cage here with all of your messages with the birds and the freedom. So you are breaking free of something in the first week. You've got the 3rd as well. So 33, the 3rd. Okay, you've got the sun here. I love that. So the sun is positivity, optimism. You're also very much in action energy, okay? So you're very much like taking action with things. You're not shy, or you're trying to break through some shyness, I think, for a lot of you, because I kept imagining someone on stage doing like a speech or having to public speak. So I don't know if that's literal for you or if it's more just like trying to get out there, trying to, you know, communicate confidently. But I think, you know, you're doing a great job. Just keep understand too, everyone gets nervous about stuff like that too. You've got Cancer energy here in the month. You've got Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. So that could be the lover that you're feeling disappointment in. Again, that could have been a friend too, right? I was feeling lover, but certainly it could be a friend. Okay, with the spy card, you've got somebody possibly like accidentally liking a photo in the first week or trying to get your attention. Like there's somebody, whether it's romantic or business, trying to get your attention on social media. Like they're trying to kind of get you to contact them, or they're trying to contact you in some sort of way. You had, let me see, where was that? News is on the way. I feel like that's happening in the 3rd week, okay? Because you've got message in a bottle, just to mention that. You're a right fit for something in the first week. Confidently, you know, like you might be interviewed, okay, in May. Be confident, okay? You've got the experience necessary. When opportunities come up, don't be like, oh, someone would be better suited maybe because they're better at this. No, like you are an authority in this, or you've got the experience. I always love that quote. It's like there's somebody less qualified than you doing what you want to do simply because they decided to believe in themselves. So I'm seeing here that you are a right fit for something. There's something that you're a great match for. Stand firm. I think you're having to really stand firm in your boundaries and be quite strong, and you might have to kind of stand up for yourself with something. Okay, let me just take a look in the 2nd week here. All right, so this is really cool. In the 2nd week, you seem to be breaking some sort of cycle or something that's been a repetitive pattern. You're breaking it, okay? You're putting a stop to something. You've also got so many bird cages here because you've got the one in the 1st week and you've got the one in the 2nd week. So you're feeling kind of limited or locked up in the 2nd week with something, and I think you're putting a stop to whatever that is. I don't know exactly what it is. It could have to do with support or something like that, or something you're trying again. But you've got lots of encouragement here. Again, lots of social media, like thumbs up connection. So what you do might also involve social media. You could find lots of support on social media as well. Collaborate. You got your B card. Teamwork, collaborate, cooperation. Now's not a time to kind of like hide away and not, like, May is not a month for you to be shy, okay? Like really like get out there. Don't be shy. All right, make connections, support. There's support around you. There's supportive connections around you. So I'm actually surprised this illustration you don't see people, but you know, the four of Wands is such a supportive. Yeah, because Blades is sword, so this is the 4 of Wands. Very confident though. Yeah, I like this. There's sort of a feeling of like feeding a passion too coming up in May for you. Okay, so let's move into the 3rd week here. You've got the Mask. You're kind of feeling a little bit defensive of something, or going kind of inward, a little bit secretive possibly, for whatever reason in the 3rd week, possibly in regards to this news or something that's some information that's coming in. But yeah, you seem almost like secretive because there's like a lot of like going inward here. That's interesting. I'm getting to kind of resist that. Like you're maybe shy about something, or you're wanting to like I'm getting to be yourself in the 3rd week. There's something in the 4th week where you're being encouraged to stick together. Okay, so community, the community card is really coming in the 4th week. Stick together. I'm getting the more the merrier, teamwork approach to something. There's a tense situation. Something getting resolved, possibly. A conclusion. Or a decision, because you were indecisive about something with your you could be coming to a decision or have some clarity. Ace of Swords in the 4th week. You've also got a Taurus here. So there could be some decision making in the 4th week as well. What is going on here, though? Let me just ask one thing. I just want to ask something here. 3rd week, what's going on here? Okay. I just want to ask, what is happening in this 3rd week? Because there's something I'm not getting. 3 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. Okay. Okay, so there could be a desire here to, like, resist, possibly, maybe because you've got the conflict here. So there could be a desire to resist the feeling of teamwork with your B card, your 3 of Pentacles, because you kind of want to get something done. Like, okay, here's what I'll say is I think you're very good at what you do. Okay. And you're somebody that is, I think you're very good at solving problems. I think you've got a lot of skills. Okay. You're very smart. You're very intelligent, but I'm getting just don't underestimate the power of community in the 3rd and 4th week, okay? This is coming through for a reason. There could be something that you're thinking, okay, I can do this quicker if I just do it myself. Okay, just keep in mind there could be a reason to approach this more as like a team effort, okay? And not kind of pull away and do it all yourself. A lot of times you tend to be somebody, I think, who just wants to do it. I'm just going to deal with it myself. I'm not going to involve anyone else. This last portion of the month could be a really good month to collaborate, cooperation. What do you think? Hey, how would you do this? Incorporate different techniques, things like that, okay? Your teamwork, sticking together especially, it seems to be really paying off, or coming up with like different solutions could be really helpful, okay, in the last 2 weeks of the month. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to do anything. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. Okay, so you've got felt you, I, dream. Somebody felt you in a dream. They felt like you were there. They felt like you were with them, or you felt like they were with you. Okay, so look in the comments. Again, I think you've got a very low tolerance for dishonesty in the month of May. Or not even dishonesty, but like people being indirect. Just say it. Just say what you want. Or just say what you mean. Or can you or can you not? Like so just keep an eye on that, because I think you might be getting impatient with people. I'm just saying what's coming up here. Rules, like structure, rules seem very important to you. Authority. I can do it. I can do this fine. Or no, let me show you. Let me do it the right way. Like there's someone I think you need to give a chance to here with something. Like they want to show you, or they want to learn from you. Patience, I think, could be crucial for you in May, okay? I'm getting you have the opportunity to help someone learn too. That might not apply to everyone. Just take what resonates. But yeah, let me know what you see. Look below in the comment section. I'm seeing you're making like precise calculations with something in May. You're very precise. You're very like, you're almost like in this stern sort of take care of business type energy, which I think is actually helping you because it's creating a lot of change and movement and opportunities, and different opportunities are opening up to you. But you're like, yeah, you're just very, like, you're taking your time, your schedule very, very seriously. You're busy. You've got a lot to do. Just don't let your relationships kind of like suffer for it, I guess, is the one caution message I'm getting. Okay. You got a yes. So let me know what you think, group 2. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I'd love to hear what you think, and we'll see you 3. If you chose the compass, then this is your message for, your message is for the month of May. So we're going to dive in. We're going to see what's coming up for your month ahead. What kind of things are happening? I'm losing my voice. I am sick, so thank you in advance for your patience. Ooh, 2 of Cups. Look, you've got 6 of Wands, 2 of Cups, the Empress, and this one wants to come out too. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Fantastic. Oh, okay. I like that. Okay, let's get you the rest of your cards. So May, this is the one. What are your top 3 favorite movies with the 4 of Swords? What are your top 3 favorite movies? Okay, so one theme I'm getting for you in the month of May, it's so interesting because the other 2 groups, there was a lot of movement, lots of swift change. Your month is a little steadier. There's a sense of calm. Nothing seems overly rushed. There's almost a sense of rest and self-care or rest, rejuvenation, a little bit of a timeout here for you, okay? Especially with this image here. You know, you see the Empress going for a hike. Looks like a little bit of a time to take a rest and a break. So that's really interesting. This energy is sturdy, steady, comfortable. I don't know if you might know what this is. You could have some time off, or it could just be like, because you've got the 6 of Wands here too. Like, I don't know if there's some sort of achievement or something you've kind of gotten to this point now where you can kind of take a rest, but I'm getting to enjoy something. You've arrived somewhere. Let's pause and enjoy. So for you, group 3, it's very interesting because the other groups seem very much on the move and very much like, hey, what's next? This is the next goal. This is the next thing that's happening. For you, you seem to be kind of, I'm getting stopping to inhale, like stopping to rest, to take a little bit of take in the scenery is just what came through. Take in the scenery. So let's continue on. We'll get all of your cards, but this is nice because there's lots of things here to find where you are, and I'm going to get into that. Group 3. Okay. 3 of Wands. So cedar apple rust mushroom. Very cool. So 3 of Wands. So let me just get all of your cards here, group 3, and then we'll get some specific things here with the tea leaf cards and any challenges that might come up, usually pop up with these cards. There's potential for a misunderstanding. We'll get to that. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Very cool. You're highly thought of. Okay, I was just going to say, I wish I had said it, but I feel like you're receiving a gift of some kind. This gift could be something you value, like an actual, like, it could be a ring or something, or a piece of jewelry, or a book that you've really wanted, or something that's meaningful to you. But that's the thing, it's something that's meaningful to you. It could also be a gift of opportunity. It could be a gift of something that you see a lot of potential in. So that's really cool. Now, one thing for you, you're very much in receiving energy in the month of May. So any changes that are happening in the month of May seem to be coming towards you. It's almost like you're not having to seek these things out. Things are coming towards you. Opportunities are being gifted to you. Achievement, things I'm getting a strong sense of like work that you've put in the past is now sort of, you've got some sort of like reward or gift coming in as a result of that, okay, with your 3 of Wands. So even though I said, it's definitely a month that kind of, I got this feeling of like inhaling, okay? There's the feeling of, okay, let's enjoy this. You're receiving something, okay? Something's coming in towards you, whether it's opportunities or different things you want to focus on in May. So even though I said, you know, I think sometimes people misunderstand what I'm saying when I say, okay, it seems like, you know, it seems like a month of rest, for example, I might say, and people say, well, I don't want to rest, I want change. Rest is not a bad thing. There can still be changes happening while you're resting. It just means you seem to be able to, I keep getting something about you're able to take in the scenery. You're able to kind of pause and deal with what you have on your plate right now is what I'm getting, okay? So there's like the sense of the urgency. I'm just imagining the urgency kind of getting turned down on something. So there's a little bit more of like, okay, I can stop and breathe here. I can catch my breath and deal with this. So even if there's lots on your plate right now, this is still good news because it means in May, you've got a chance to just kind of catch your breath and work on what you already have currently to deal with. Okay. Now you do have a misunderstanding. The good news is I don't see this being overly complicated to deal with because I feel like you're in a very open, honest place in your relationships and your partnerships. You've got the Two of Cups here. So I think with a little cooperation, you see here with the oars, with a little cooperation, this can definitely be dealt with. I feel like this misunderstanding might have to do with the direction of a relationship. Oh, I thought this is what you wanted. Oh no, this is what I was thinking for right now. So I think this is what this has to do with. I think there hasn't been maybe what I'm sensing, and I'll just speak intuitively, I feel like there hasn't been very honest communication in regards to your needs, okay? So now is a time to kind of speak up and speak from the heart and be very honest about what it is that you need. A misunderstanding will be less likely to happen if you speak honestly and speak from the heart, okay? So yeah, you can answer that question in the comments if you like. What are your top 3 favorite movies? That's a tough one. I'd really have to think about that. Okay, group. I'd love to hear though. Okay, that's a little bit too many. Let's try and get one here. Group 3. Getting the need to tell you to take a breath. Miracles, beautiful. I definitely want to read that one because oh, sorry, I keep bonking the camera here. I'm definitely curious to see what this says. And stay tuned because we've got your pendulum and your angel numbers and charms. We're going to get lots of info. Group 3. I don't like to say this because I don't want it to sound like when I group 3, I just want to say like your month seems definitely, I would say the less hectic, okay, is what I want to say. Less hectic. You seem to be able to kind of enjoy a moment. You seem to be really enjoying a moment, and you're able to be very present in something that's happening that's really fun. So, or it's encouraging you to be present, right? Especially if you've reached some sort of like point of like success with something, it might be tempting to be like, okay, what's next? What am I doing next? Like, this is the next thing, or I want to build on this. That's great. You've got time for that, but don't forget to like be in the moment of this success when it happens. I'm also getting the message to tell you to like recognize the progress you've made so far and like how you've gotten here. I'm really getting there's something you've achieved, some sort of achievement that's opening up other opportunities for you. Yeah, the only challenge I see so far is possibly misunderstanding, but I think it's in regards to direction. With the item you chose and then the 2 people paddling together, I think it's like 2 people are kind of like, we're thinking of 2 different directions, and even if it's in business or something like that, it's like, oh, this is what I thought you wanted to do with the business, or no, this is what I had in mind. So there could be some clarification necessary in regards to direction. And also I'm thinking about me and my friend got lost. This deck really reminds me of me and my friend got lost one time. I've told the story a couple times. I won't tell it or else this reading will be forever. But we got lost and we were lost all day. The police came in and found us. If we had waited a half an hour to call, it would have been the local rescue people coming to get us. So it would have been more of an ordeal. But they did find us and we were exhausted and but I did know like we really had to kind of like take turns. Like we took turns blowing the whistle and we took turns like trying to navigate, and like there's a lot about like trying to navigate a situation together rather than against each other. Okay. So I think this is where this misunderstanding is coming in. Something in May is really requiring you to stick together. Okay. work together as a team rather than against each other, okay? So even if a misunderstanding happens, try and figure out a solution that's going to work for both of you, okay? Whether it's romantic, whether it's in business, whether it's a friendship, okay? There's a lot here about like love, a loving answer, a loving response being, I'm getting the most peaceful result, okay? Double rainbow, miracles. So the storms of the past are passing. I love this with the rain, you know, because the rain clears up in these later images. The storms of the past are passing, and your dreams are coming true. No matter what has happened in the past, your future holds abounding miracles. Good fortune, celestial beauty, and inner divinity are expanding within you. Believe your life is guided. Trust in the goodness of the universe. A celestial bridge to the heavens is opening for you. Start a health program, invest in your career, or initiate a relationship, and good fortune will manifest. So yeah, it's really wanting you to, because with the Empress, like you're starting, like there's so much potential here. I think you're in a very creative energy right now. Like there's things you want to start, there's things you want to focus on that are just good for you, things that are important to you. I like how it says start a health program. So of course, you know, that's a very individual thing. I can't tell you what that is. I'm not a health professional, but whatever that means for you, you know, maybe you're really wanting to pay attention to like eating foods that make you feel really good, whatever that is for you. Or maybe it is, you know, incorporating some sort of like activity or you know, going for massages, things like that. That's all about the Empress card, right? So really taking good care of yourself is important. Invest in your career. So maybe you're starting to, you know, start the early stages of like, okay, what would this kind of look like? You're thinking about some things. You're meditating on a few different ideas. You're really deep in thought about certain things. You're really kind of exploring lots of potential here in May. This is really great. Blessings are flowing in all directions. Believe that you deserve the best. That's key, because you do. Bounty, joy, blessings, and miracles are flowing your way. So I'm seeing you as a very nurturing, loving person. Okay? You're somebody who likes to give. Be okay with receiving, okay? You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. I think you give a lot of gifts. So you have to be okay, just like this card was saying, with receiving these miracles guilt-free, okay? So I just gotta plug this in here without, there we go. Okay, so I feel like I'm missing a deck here. Maybe I'm not. Oh, we've got to pull more for love. Very loving energy for your month. It does. I will say though, it seems, of course, your relationships here seem to be kind of aligning or getting in the same direction, getting on the same page here. But there's a lot about here, like you investing into yourself. So again, maybe May for you is a month where you're really trying to do things that are healthy for you, start new habits that are important to you, for your health maybe. But yeah, you really seem to be taking good care of yourself. I would say getting out into nature, fresh air is really important. It's so interesting because I have these wilderness, like nature cards, and I've only said that to your group. So it's really sticking out to you, for your group specifically, to get outside, get lots of fresh air. Yeah, I think you need to get out of the house, group 3. I don't know if it's that if you're like me or like a homebody, like being at home, but get out, get some fresh air. I'm getting for you to take in the scenery. You've got some time to kind of think about something or meditate on something. There's also a feeling of choice here, because I like how this says, what are your top 3 favorite movies? 3 of Wands. There's a feeling of like options coming in, like you have a choice to make, or you've got some options to play with, or some options to kind of think about here. Someone from your past really appreciates something that you've done or said to them, and I think you're going to see the rewards for that essentially in May, because somebody really appreciates you. 6 of Wands can be strongly about appreciation. So someone really appreciates something that you did, an impact you had on them. You might not even remember what it is. Okay. You might not have any recollection of what this is. This could have been years ago, but you made a positive impact, and they seem to want to be kind of like paying it forward to you. Let's see more about relationships in the month of May. Okay, let's see what's happening in love and relationships. We'll start with romance angels. What's happening with this misunderstanding? Oh, everyone's getting information about passion today. It's safe for you to love. Passion. Keep an open mind. Okay. Just trying to piece together what this misunderstanding could be. Group 3, what's happening in love and relationships? Gifts, yeah. Oh, we saw that. Respect. Strings. Okay. Okay, so there's something coming in here. In relationships, when someone gives you a gift, you don't have to feel like you have to directly return it, right? Okay, so there's something about like someone wants to give you a gift because you're highly appreciated, and your impulse is to be like, oh, okay, I'll pay you back, or oh, I've got to get this person something. This gift is no strings attached, okay? There's something about someone wants to give you a gift because they respect you, or if you receive a gift, okay? You earned it. Because this miracles card was talking about or mentioned like letting things happen, like letting yourself receive. So I think you have a hard time doing it because you're someone who likes taking care of people. So when someone gives you something, oh, I'll pay you back, or you feel the need to kind of pay someone back. But someone could be giving you something in May and they really just want you to take it and appreciate it and understand that it came from the heart, okay? Also, there could have been, with misunderstanding, there could have been something that was kind of said in the heat of passion or the heat of the moment that you need to kind of be more open about. Like, I'm seeing two people kind of opening up and realizing it's safe for them to open up and really talk about their feelings. Like somebody could have had a wall up a little bit, okay, and that could have caused a misunderstanding. So I'm seeing walls kind of being torn down a little bit when it comes to relationships. There's a feeling of safety and security, and like, I can be myself. I don't need to put this wall up, okay? I don't need to be so on guard. I can kind of let go and enjoy myself. And it says keep an open mind too. So there could be a situation where your expectations, okay, may be a little bit different than what ends up happening, okay? So just keep an open mind when it comes to love right now. Be open to what could be, to different possibilities. I think right now just keeping kind of an open heart in general when it comes to receiving gifts and things that are coming in, and then also clarifying misunderstandings, and then just in general in love, being open to what could be. Because you might have walls up or like different expectations based on previous relationships, or like different, not even expectations, that's probably not the right word, but different like ideas about what it's supposed to be, where I'm getting, don't worry so much about supposed to's, like if you feel like there's someone that's interesting to you, but it's like maybe different than your usual type, or their interests are different than your usual type, but you feel really drawn to them, like, I guess just be open, because if somebody has their walls up here, and I don't know if it's you or if it's them or if it's both. But yeah, and then also in regards to gifts, it doesn't, like, you're such a reciprocal person. You always want to repay people. You always want to repay them. It's like, oh, they did this for me, so I feel like you're allowed to just receive because you already give so much, okay? So I'm really getting that as a clear message for you, group 4, or group 3. Why did I say group 4? That's random. But yeah, group 3. Okay, we're going to do your dates, your angel numbers, and your charms. Okay, so I'm going to read you 33, but just know that May 3rd may be important and May 8th is possibly important for you. But let's read 33. I choose the numbers intuitively, so today I felt drawn to 33. Love and peace. Oh, I love that with your Empress card. Okay, so you are never alone. Your angels are with you, listening and receiving your prayers, but they want you to stretch a little further. What can you do to help yourself today? I love that. So there seems to be a definite attention on what you need right now in May to improve your own health or well-being or mindset or like overall well-being, okay? reflect on a present problem and think of one way to make it slightly less difficult. So yeah, you seem to be kind of trying to come up with practical solutions for yourself in May, and you're really thinking about things. You're meditating on different things in May as well. No matter how small the action, it matters. So I'm getting a message to tell you, group 3, that every little step counts. Every little move you make, every little step you take towards, you know, something that's going to be a help for you or an improvement for you is going to make a difference in May. So don't underestimate the little actions. Oh, why? Oh no! Look what I did. Okay, I put group... Oh my gosh. Interesting. That kind of makes me think of your misunderstanding card. But yeah, I accidentally put group 2's charms in the letters. I didn't mean to do that. I'll have to make sure I sort those out, but I just want to... Isn't that funny? Why did I do that? Well, I'll make sure I get them all out. But isn't that funny? Maybe that has something to do with misunderstanding, or something was misplaced. Somebody made a mistake. Maybe that could be the misunderstanding. Somebody made an honest mistake. Just they weren't thinking, or they were distracted, or maybe like me, they have a cold and they're having a hard time focusing. Okay, well, I'll go in here and find the rest here. I just want to try and retrieve as many as I can here. Oh, goodness. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, I'll get the rest later, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay, let's get you your... We'll do the letters and the pendulum in just a second. Okay. All right, so group 3, let's take a look here. Okay, kind of keep them. So you've got, Home Sweet Home. You seem like very, sorry, I'm just trying to piece this together. Like, you seem very, I don't want to use the, you're keeping things like very close to home. There's a feeling of like being sentimental in the first week. Like you're wanting to be close to family or close to somebody. You're wanting lots of like one-on-one time with someone. Your home especially seems to be a focus in the first week. I don't know if it's that you're doing something around the home, but Home Sweet Home, the closed door here. Your imagination right now, like you're almost being encouraged to focus on imagination, creativity right now, especially with your Empress card. So the first week's kind of a good week to kind of really get into creative pursuits or different creative things that you might want to do. Like it's a good week to just get into some crafts, arts, paint, music, something like something creative, something fun. Yeah, there's a feeling of like feeling quite sentimental. There's a little bit of like, again, I keep hesitating to use the word closed off, but you're keeping things very like close to home. You're just keeping things very like, you're just very, yeah, there's like a feeling of like feeling very sentimental, cozy. You're a bit of a homebody in the first week. But yeah, I see you like crafting or doing like creative things as like as a way to heal or as a way to like direct some energy. Like it's a really good way to direct your energy right now. I'm getting you're finding something that works for you in the first week. You're finding something that you like, that you really enjoy, that maybe you didn't expect, okay? This feels creative in nature. It feels kind of like, I don't know, there's like a whimsicalness to it. I don't know what this is. But yeah, there's something you're doing or you're focused on that's you're finding is a lot more enjoyable than you expected. And you're able to kind of like, you're able to like release emotions or process some emotions through this in the first week. It feels artistic, okay, or creative or imaginative. It doesn't even have to be creative, but it feels imaginative. It does, there's sort of like a childlike kind of like arts and crafts kind of element to it. And it's allowing you to express something that you feel like it's hard to put into words. So this just feels very artistic in the first week. So this simply could mean you're feeling quite artistic, or you're focused more on like imaginative things. Home, and you've got the 2 closed doors here, so home sweet home. So yeah, you're just feeling very like cozy. You just want to be close to home here, kind of hiding a few things. You feel like you're bottling something up here. So this could be where the misunderstanding takes place. I feel like if it's happening in the first or second week possibly, where this misunderstanding's coming in. You've got 333 here, so I do want to read that just because it is a number that's jumping out to me. So we read 33, but let's read 333 really quick. Equilibrium. So nurture the mind, body, and spirit connection. Get some meditation going and embark on a workout routine, and finally start that vision board. Get that meditation going. So embark on a workout routine and finally start that vision board you've been procrastinating on. So that could be what this is. Your angels want you to look at the areas of your life that are not fully rounded out and self-correct. So yeah, you're almost like trying to find your balance with something, or you're just focused on what you need right now. This says, you aspire to great things, begin with little ones. That's kind of what I was getting earlier. Like there's things you're doing in May that you're just starting small and you're building on that, and it has a lot of potential to grow, but you're kind of seeing potential in like little things that you're starting in May. You've got an Aquarius here. Something possibly you're celebrating in the second week. This could be where that 6 of Wands is coming in. Interesting. Yeah, again, you're being encouraged to kind of be in receiving, because you've got like receiving or giving a precious gift. Like I keep getting you have a hard time receiving. So you're allowing yourself to receive this month. I don't know where this is coming from because it's kind of sticking out, but you've got somebody here kind of chasing you for attention in the second week. You're very much in like, people are very attracted to you right now, okay? In May, like people are finding you very attractive, whether it just be people wanting to appreciate you for something you did, something you accomplished, different opportunities coming in. People are finding you very attractive in multiple different ways. People wanting to gift you things possibly. But also romantically, like it could be that I will say I do feel like someone's wanting to be more on the same page as you. And I think that's where the misunderstanding is kind of getting sorted out. You've got in the third week, something's taking off. You're putting something you put in a lot of effort for, like you're starting to see movement because you've got the propeller here, you've got the bicycle, you've got the planes, you've got lots about movement, fluctuation, change, the wheel, and you've got the little gummy bears together. So this is about sticking together. So you might find you've just got lots of support. It's actually reminding me of the 6 of Wands, like lots of people kind of cheering for you, or people are just, again, they're very drawn to you. People are almost like magnetized towards you. Pay attention to something coming in. You've got the baseball glove here, so pay attention to something coming in. Get ready to catch something. And you've got the teapot, which is friendship. Actually, I'm thinking of like that kind of calm, tranquil kind of feeling. There could be a friend that wants to connect with you in the fourth week as well. Very cool. Let's get some letters. Yeah, this is looking really good. Really, really cool. A definite sense of achievement in the second week. Possibly some travel in the third week. If there's travel happening in May, I feel like it's the third week. Could be like, oh gosh, lots of things. Very interesting. I feel like the appreciation messages are coming in like second and third week. But honestly, it could be all month. But yeah, creatively, you seem to be diving into something in the first week too. Very interesting. Okay, so let's get you some letters. We might see some charms in here too. Nope. Okay. Okay, so you've got saw. You've got a 2 there. So May 2nd could be important too. Stick around too for your pendulum. So you've got the word held. I think it was on saw, but I flipped it to held, so. The name Sam is important to someone. And yeah, don't forget to answer this question. What are your top 3 favorite movies? If you only could watch 3 movies, what would they be? Okay. Let me know what you see. Look for initials, names. Seeing a house. Honestly, group 3, like your month seems calm overall. Maybe, again, like the only real thing that kind of popped up as an obstacle is potential misunderstandings, but just be honest. And I do think that this is in regards to direction of a relationship. Okay, you two might not have been on the same page. Things have maybe progressed different than one person thought. Be open to receiving. You seem focused on a lot of personal things or things that you need right now. Self-care seems important to you in May. You could be starting like something to do with, making yourself feel healthier, or, you could have like a spa appointment. You do have someone wanting to give you a gift. You're highly thought of. Something you did for someone, they're wanting to like pay it forward. You've got like a meditative kind of restful energy. You've got some time to kind of think and enjoy the scenery with something. Quite beautiful, actually. Some sort of reward or achievement, acknowledgement of success or acknowledgement of something that you did. You're also being encouraged to acknowledge how far you've come, the progress that you've made. You also have a different opportunity or a gift coming in, or something you're having to kind of like, you've got different choices coming in with your 3 of Wands, different things coming in. Okay, let's do your pendulum. And then that'll be good for today. Let me know what you think. Group 3. Think of your yes or no question. Pause if you need to. If you've got options coming in, you've got some time to think about them, okay? So it doesn't have to be a rush. You've got options. There's going to be plenty. Keep an open mind about these options too. You've got a no for right now as far as the pendulum goes. So let me know what you think, group 3. I really hope that you enjoyed your month of May predictions. I'd love to hear in the comments what you think. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I forgot to tell every single group to do that, so I'm remembering now. If you haven't already, consider liking and subscribing. That really does help the channel, and we'll see you next time.